Hello and welcome to Before You Buy. This week's kit comes to us from AMT or Round 2, and that is the 1953 Studebaker Starliner. This kit's a little bit different because it is part of the USPS Auto Art series. As you can see, kind of that stamp design on the cover. But secondly, it comes in a metal tin, which is pretty neat, and part of that series. You get some collector tins to go with it. And there's some great artwork on the tins, kind of a neat little collectible. But let's get a look at this kit. This is a 3-in-1 kit, again, of the 53 Studebaker Starliner. Cover showing the stock rendition cruising through the snowy mountains. On this side, we have a land speed or salt flats type race car, featuring racing hood, roll cage, racing buckets, much more. And of course, that big double trouble Chrysler twin blown engine, very prominent sticking out of the hood. Very cool racing option. On the ends, we have our top art, kind of in a stamp design, with our part number of AMT 1251. And the third and final version that can be built in this kit is the custom Studebaker with bucket seats, custom console. We got grills and bumpers, trenched headlights, custom taillights, and a chopped top if you so choose. Again, these are all options. Again, same cover art there. And on the reverse, we have the standard Round 2 display, even on the tin, with our blueprint of parts inside. This come off of the cover plastic, again, showing that 53 Studebaker Starliner, part of the Auto Art Stamp series. This one has a production date of 2/28 of 21. But enough of the tin. Let's take a look inside. Right on top, we've got a bag of chrome. We got some clears. We got some more clears and colored. Some more orange and clears. There is our Studebaker body. More parts, bag of parts. We get a set of tires. Then we've got instructions and decals at the end. Let me get things unbagged and we'll take a closer look. And we'll start off with a look through the instructions. We have that cover art, and again, that USPS Auto Art Stamp series right on your instructions, so you know where it came from. Always make sure to read your important notes first. Again, this is a 3-in-1 kit, so now we have to decide, are we going stock, racing, or the custom version, and then proceed from there. These instructions are great, very reminiscent of the 60s when this tooling came out for this kit. This is a 60s kit. I like these kind of instructions that have the name next to the part. Great way to kind of learn basic part identification of the real cars. Kind of an intro to automotive, as well as you get a little extra text along with the procedure and the parts gluing that you're doing. But again, we have that Chrysler twin blown Hemi, or the stock overhead valve V8 for the Studebaker. Then you move into the chassis and wheels. Then there's some text to kind of help you along with proper assembly, making sure everything works right, as this does have posable wheels and things like that. Or then you have your racing components, again following your text that you need to follow. For example, the racing is just a number, stock has a black dot, and custom has a open dot. So make sure that you're following accordingly, or highlight if you need to as you go. Then finishing up, we have the body with the different components going together there. Final assemblies for racing, kind of finishing off with some lights, bumper, push bar, or blower scoops. Custom finishing off with grills and bumpers, and stock's getting grills and bumpers, antennas, and then back to the top art. So again, make sure to follow your directions appropriately. Moving into the parts, we'll start off with that Studebaker body. Great looking 53 Studebaker. Again, this tooling is from the 60s, but it is holding up very well. As you can see, the sharp lines, it's got the V8 on the side. Still has been kept up very well. Lots of detail under the hood and on the fender wells for you to detail out. Other side, all the lines doing well. V8 on the side, gas door, V8 on the trunk, Studebaker on the trunk. I don't know if we can get that text to show up. There we go. Studebaker across the rear. Great looking sleek body for 1953. Moving inside, we have the interior tub, interior door panels, armrest, window cranks. We have great carpeted texture, really nice. And on the underside, we have the bottom floor of the car with all of its detail on there. So make sure when you're painting your chassis, you are painting your lower tub as well. That fits in there and becomes pretty seamless with the rest of the chassis parts. But here is the frame, gas tank, great looking underbody texture. And there is that. And our first tree here is our Studebaker V8, one of the early overhead valve V8s in the US market. Very well detailed. Again, just because it was 60s does not mean it is lacking detail and features. These features there, intake, lower A-arms. There's our rear end halves with the leaf springs. Very nice looking engine there. And our second engine, of course, is that Chrysler with the two blowers. There's our engines and transmission halves. Oil pan, valley cover. There's our belt for that twin blower setup. There is the manifold for that twin blower setup. We got our cylinder heads, some wheel parts. There is a steering wheel. Looks like the stock version. There is some zoomy headers that come out underneath the car. Very cool looking exhaust for the racing version. Next up we have the hood. Again, very proud of that V8 advertised all over the car. Got some nice under hood texture there. These are all wheel components. These kits were designed to roll. We have a roll bar there. There's some more uprights to that roll bar. More roll bar parts. Looks like we have some straps or belts, possibly for the racing hood or seat belts. Not sure on that. Moving along, we have got some exhaust there. We got the two-piece drive shaft hanger bearing. Again, very nice detail put into this. These are exhaust hangers for that zoomy exhaust. Some more components. Here's our custom buckets and our stock bench seat. So again, some options there. Here is our racing seat, and then we have our radiator. Nice detail front and back on that. And then of course our dash, very high-end detail. It's got the radio numbers, all the gauge numbers, all of that. See if I can get it to come up. There it says Studebaker across the front of the dash. Get another V8 emblem. Very good detail in the kit. Come along. Looks like we got a kind of a roll pan or a valance. Got some shocks there. Steering column with the shifter and everything on it. Here is some steering linkage components that allows the wheels to turn. Here are the spindles. Got some other possibly suspension parts. Looks like we got maybe some headlight buckets of some sort. Well, that's right, it has a Frenched headlight setup. And here we have some more custom parts and roll pans. Here is the roof for the chopped roof. Might be wondering why you'd get a separate roof. Well, when you chop a roof, it's like taking a section out of a pyramid, so you have to lengthen and widen to make it look right. And they've already done that for you, so you don't have to worry about stretching that out when you cut her down. So that is a great aid for doing a chopped roof. Looks like we have a back seat with a center console in the rear. Got some sort of a shroud there. Looks like a custom steering wheel. There's our custom console. Some nice detail there. Again, great to have that hood already redesigned for you. Then we have our chrome tree loaded full of chrome. Let you take a look there. Looks like we've got some custom grills, front cover. We got the stock valve covers, the Hemi valve covers. Got some, I'm not sure what those are. Oh, those are the knockoffs. Got some light parts, a bumper, rearview mirror. Got our stock wheels, some more headlight parts. Got a nice set of custom mag wheels designed for front and rear. One more stalker there. Flip her over. We have some more grill parts. All sorts of goodies. Got a chrome distributor, some more engine parts, fuel pump, blower parts. We get our twin scoops, our twin blowers, some more lights. These are push bars for the racing version. A couple more bumpers. All sorts of neat little parts full of custom goodies. And last but not least for parts is the clear parts. We have our stock front and rear, great looking two-piece clears. We get our tail lights. I do believe we have a stock and custom version there. Then moving in to these other parts, we have a clear hood for that custom racing version, or paint it if you like. We got a hood hinge here. We got some headlight covers there. Not only do you get a clear version, but you also get an orange version, and that only comes in this USPS version. One thing to note here with this colored glass, the rear says it comes with transparent blue, but that is from the previous boxing, which had transparent blue. This one gets a transparent orange. So those are the only two versions that come with the tinted clears, as far as I'm aware of. But again, duplicate tree there. And then if you do proceed with the chopped version, you get a full glass surround for your racing version. Give you another look at that. And then of course you get that duplicate in orange if you so choose. Again, it is unique to this USPS kit. And then the blue one is unique to the old school box art that was previously released. Pop that up here. We do have our wheels and tires. They are pad printed white walls on one side, blank on the other. There is no name, no branding. You get 4 kind of stock style tires, and only 4 tires in this kit. You get 1 metal axle for the rear, classic 60s style. And again, last but not least, we have to look at the decals. Some fantastic looking decals here, especially for the racing stuff. Our ground speed is faster than airmail. Little note to the USPS, kind of boxing. Salt no speed. We've got the double trouble. We've got some great checker flag pattern there. We have some class designations, car numbers. Again, some old school kind of contingency along the bottom there. All looking great. Moon racing cams. Some other old school. Fantastic little racing decal package. So with that will wrap it up for our review. Pictures at the end. And thanks for watching.